Oh, hello. You are joined, as always, by loyal... I don't really feel like going through it all tonight. You know who I am. So David Icke talks to a Scientologist about the Kennedy assassination. And from this, he somehow comes to the conclusion that we are a science experiment put on by a group of 10,000-year-old pan-dimensional, hyper-intelligent, mutant-flying, purple monkey dishwasher alien reptiles that came here in the moon. Now, how does he know he came here in the moon? Well, see, he talked to a couple Russian scientists who have never been to the moon. Not only are you basing your theory off of armchair scientists, but you're picking ones whose favorite color is pink. Toaster fuck? So according to these Russian we were almost astronauts, the rocks found on the surface of the moon are typically the rocks you would find inside of a planet. It appears to them, despite the fact they've never been there, that the moon was built inside out. So the rocks on the surface of the moon are typically what you would find inside of a planet. So the moon is in fact a planet that was built inside out. First and foremost, you stupid pinko bastard, the moon's not a planet. Secondly, I know I didn't learn this in school, so I'm guessing I got it from A&E classroom. Once upon a time ago, a planet went supernova, and a chunk of it hurled through space and got caught in our gravitational force. Now, if the moon is, in fact, the chunk of a planet, it would kind of make sense that the rocks on the top of it would have come from the inside of the planet. I don't know, maybe just me. I'm not from England. I don't know what you have over there for hallucinogenic drugs. Maybe you've seen something I haven't. There's that fucking elephant again. So the moon may or may not be an alien reptile spaceship. I don't know, you decide. So I started listening to Alex Jones, and Alex Jones is kind of like the David Icke without the reptiles. And we all know that if anything's the something of a something, it's not really the anything of an anything. So calling Alex Jones the reptile-free version of David Icke doesn't really mean anything, but it sounds fancy. Maybe, baby. So Alex Jones has a radio show and a television show, and wherein David Icke is content to make a couple $1 million a year selling books and making speeches. Alex Jones takes the approach of, he hangs outside the hotel where the Bilderbergs hang out and grabs a microphone and screams at them about how he's not going to be tricked by their oppressive ways. He's pretty hard. I've watched a couple of his videos where they've made him turn off his camera, where they've taken his camera. He's been escorted off of properties. He's been shot at. No, my thing with this guy is, he's always gloating about how he's got top secret documents, classified documents. He has access to these CIA documents. If this man is on the radio giving out government secrets, why isn't he being charged with treason? Be damned whether he's actually got the documentation or not. The fact that he is on national radio going, I have in my hand classified government documents. That sounds like a pretty good omission of guilt to me. Maybe, baby, I don't know. I'm pretty sure if I walked around with a bunch of documents proving how the Bruce Nuke's secretly killing all of us, they'd probably do something about me. That's all I'm saying. Oh, you conspirators, did you ever think that maybe the government's the one putting these conspiracies out there? Yeah, back in the 60s and 70s, the FBI was encouraging you to see and report UFOs so that they could secretly test aircraft without you knowing about it. You know, the supposed Phoenix, the giant boomerang one that, for some strange and odd reason, despite the fact that this was a ship constructed by super intelligent space-traveling beings, flew directly over the interstate. The year before that, they announced, every once in a while Area 51 does actually tell you what they're doing. And one of the things they announced was that they were working on a 3D holographic warfare, where you don't necessarily have to nuke a country if you can make them think there's a nuke being dropped on them. So giant UFO the size of 3 football fields flies directly over top of the interstate. They admit they're testing 3D holographic warfare about a year prior to this event happening. But it's gotta be aliens, right? Where was I going with that? Alex Jones doesn't buy the whole alien conspiracy. So I wasn't trying, there was some kind of comparison I was trying to make of, irregardless of what the point I was originally trying to make, the point I'm now trying to make is if you're gonna sit there on national radio ranting about how you have access to top secret classified military files, you're a treasonist. There's no other way around it. So I was talking to this customer earlier, and yeah, they're good people. I like them. They entertain me. Surprisingly hard to entertain me, so the fact that somebody can do it, it's like, hey, boon for you. So anyways, as she's walking out the door, she's like, I know, you hate to see me leave, but you love to watch me go. And I was like, what? But she was already gone at that point, so I couldn't say that to her, so I looked at the Pepsi machine, and I was like, huh? And the Pepsi machine didn't answer, because it never answers. Ever since I leaked the truth about Pepsi and stem cell research, the machine's been a little bit cold and prickly around me. You can leave at any time, you know. So these 2 muffins are sitting in an oven, and one muffin looks at the other muffin, and it's like, is it hot in here? And the other muffin's like, great, googly moogly, a talking muffin. Muffins don't talk. Cupcakes, on the other